Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here, as always, to keep you posted on the transfer market. Today, guys, many things to mention, from managers to Chelsea revolution and evolution, Dean Huijsen again, Vanderson, and more. Let's jump into it together. And so, guys, let's start with the news of the last 24 hours. An agreement done between Juventus and Igor Tudor to become the new head coach of the club. A really busy situation at Juventus. We've been telling you also here in the channel. You can find the Italian version also with Matteo about Igor Tudor and Juventus as the wanted candidate to become the new head coach at Juventus. Why? Because it's over for Thiago Motta. Thiago Motta will be fired by Juventus probably while you are watching this video. The decision was already official, but what we can tell you is that it's over between Juventus and Thiago Motta, and the man they wanted is Igor Tudor, nothing agreed with Roberto Mancini. The point is that Igor Tudor accepts all conditions wanted by Juventus. So a short-term contract for the next 3 months till June, and then an option to extend the contract till 2026 if Juventus qualify to Champions League for the upcoming season. So former Lazio, Olympique Marseille, Verona coach Igor Tudor says yes to this opportunity. Good luck to Tudor, who is already on his way to Turin to sign the documents and become the new Juventus head coach after he was a coach assistant for Andrea Pirlo. Then he was a Juventus player in the past, and now back to the club as an head coach. More to say, guys, for a Juventus former player, because Juventus have something close to a 20% sell-on clause for Dean Huijsen, one of the most talented centre-backs in Europe. I've been telling you several things about this player. In January, I was here on YouTube to tell you he has a release clause into his contract, so keep an eye on the situation of Dean Huijsen, because it could be really interesting for the summer transfer window. Then I returned here in February to tell you the release clause is 50 million pounds. I can confirm once again, guys, that the clause is there, that the clause is 50 million pounds, and that the clause is valid this summer. So all clubs have started moving to understand whether they want to agree a deal with the player and then pay the clause to Bournemouth, or if they want to negotiate with Bournemouth. Sometimes with the release clauses, you can go there, pay the money and get the player, or you can go there and try to negotiate payment terms, structure of the payment, maybe pay 2, 3, 4 million euros more and then get the player with different kind of payment terms, so easier for financial fair play. So that's what several clubs are considering. Which clubs? I've been telling you since January. Chelsea are there, excellent relationship with people close to the player, tracking the player for a long time, really appreciated by people at the club, so Chelsea are there. Liverpool also been tracking Dean Huijsen, is one of the players they appreciate, and they already made some contacts to understand how the release clause works. Bayern sent their scouts several times in September, in October, in November, in December to follow Dean Huijsen, and they appreciate the player. And then we have to add, as we already did several times, Real Madrid. But Real Madrid have yet to decide whether they want to invest on a centre-back in the summer or continue with Rudiger, with Alaba, with Militao, with Raul Asensio. So Real Madrid have to decide internally what they want to do for centre-backs, but they appreciate the player, they appreciate Dean Huijsen, they see him as a very good talent, big potential, and also two important factors. Very serious guy, very professional player, and this for Real Madrid is absolutely important. And then Spanish, something that could make Real Madrid excited, because imagine adding one more Spanish player, Raul Asensio, so for Real Madrid would be very good also for this factor. But no decision yet on what they want to do in terms of centre-backs. What I wanted to add on Dean Huijsen and Real Madrid is that in these days, while he was with Spain, Dean, in some interviews, said, I would be proud about Real Madrid. I feel proud when I see all the reports about Real Madrid. He's not lying. Dean Huijsen is really happy when the links about Real Madrid come up, because he believes that Real Madrid is a fantastic football club, is one of the biggest clubs in the world. So the ambition for Dean Huijsen is really to reach that level, and so Real Madrid is absolutely part of the clubs he would love to join. We have to add to the clubs interested to the player also Newcastle. I've been telling you already in January about Newcastle, and I keep telling you that they want the player, but it's really important to understand what happens in terms of Champions League football, if they will qualify to the next Champions League edition or not. So let's follow the situation for Dean Huijsen. I wanted to add something also, guys, on Barcelona. You remember 2 weeks ago I came here and I told you Barça want a new right back? in the summer. And I can confirm that. Barcelona want to add one more player. No problem with Jules Koundé. We had reports of a done deal for Koundé to extend the contract till 2030. What I'm told is that we are not yet at that stage. So Barcelona have not agreed anything yet with Koundé. It's not a negative news. It means that it could take some time. So they need to negotiate more. It's going to take some time. But Barcelona are very happy with Koundé. Koundé is very happy with Barça, with Hansi Flick. So there is no problem. But they're still negotiating. But Koundé remains the absolute starter for Barcelona. They want to add one more player because, you know, Champions League football, many games, Barcelona are very competitive in all competitions, and so they want one more player in that position. Sport reported about Vanderson from Monaco. I can confirm that he's one of the players they appreciate. Deco has a very good relationship with the agent of the player, Giuliano Bertolucci, so for sure there is a good connection, and Vanderson will be excited about Barcelona. But at the moment, I'm told he's not the only one. There is a list with several players added to this list of right-backs for the summer. Barça are also waiting to understand for financial fair play how much they can invest on the right-back, but for sure it's going to be one to watch for Barcelona because they will try to add one more right-back in the summer transfer window. And then, guys, something important to clarify on Chelsea. I've been telling you after they signed Giovanni Kenda, Sugo, that Chelsea want to sell players to finance a move in the summer for a new striker. For Chelsea, a striker is going to be really, really important. Not only the striker, I also expect Chelsea to sign a defender. I also expect Chelsea to sign a winger. So I expect an important summer for Chelsea. But the striker is absolutely crucial. And selling players is also absolutely crucial. So let me mention some names. Of course, we will mention later, closer to the end of the season, the players who are already in the squad. But there are some players now on loan who are not going to be part of the project for next season. Kepa is out of the Chelsea project. Bournemouth could be open to keeping the player on a permanent transfer, so Kepa will leave Chelsea. Axel Disasi on loan to Aston Villa, but Chelsea idea is to sell Disasi. It's over for Disasi at Chelsea, and so the idea is to sell the player in the summer, Aston Villa or any other club. Ben Chilwell on loan to Crystal Palace. I'm told that it's over also for Ben Chilwell, so another player who will be sold in the summer transfer window. Raheem Sterling on loan to Arsenal is going to return to Chelsea at the end of the season. Arsenal are not signing the player on a permanent transfer, but Chelsea intention is to sell Raheem Sterling and find a new club. Armando Broja, Chelsea have a big respect, a player coming from the academy, a good talent, but Chelsea are not believing in Broja as a player who can be an important part of the squad for the future. So I also expect Armando Broja to be on the market. And then there is Joao Félix. The expectation is for Joao Félix to return to Chelsea. Milan at the moment are not proceeding with any negotiation or intention to keep Joao Félix on a permanent transfer. So at the moment the situation is quiet. Then we still wait for Milan to have a new coach, for Milan to have a new director. That's going to be really important. But Joao Félix at the moment has good chances to return to Chelsea and then assess his situation in the summer. If Chelsea get a good proposal, I think there is a good possibility for him to leave on a permanent transfer. Otherwise, for Chelsea, doors are not closed in this case for Joao Félix. But it's going to be a very busy summer also for outgoings at Chelsea, so let's follow all these situations because Chelsea will be for sure important part of the summer transfer window. And so, guys, let me hear your thoughts on all these stories from Juventus and Igor Tudor. What do you think about this appointment? It's over for Thiago Motta, and then Dean Huijsen. Which club should go and sign him? Vanderson and Barcelona. Chelsea revolution with many players to leave. Let me know your opinion, guys, here in comments. Remember to like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. See you soon. Ciao.